Uh-oh, we blew up a mine and now we're gonna pay the price. If only I wasn't so eager to justify my fee. I like that they aren't as bothered by the exploding of the whole facility. Shit. Sorry, I'm all tangled up. Who are you? A person who works here? Are you like a union guy? If I knew that unionization was going to lead to slave labor, I wouldn't be for it. It'd be the dumbest thing ever. Look at that jump, man. You have the right to be freaked out. Right before the level end. Why didn't you rescue the miners before you blew it up, Katarn? Not to tell you how to do your job as a mercenary, but that feels like the more logical series of events. Although I guess the chaos of an evacuation would make it easier to extract prisoners. So I guess that might have been his angle. Get out of my way, pretty man! Because they're all men. They are, after all. VR troopers. And if you know what VR troopers are, I don't know, I guess you just know your shows or something. What do you want? You want me to get all sassy and be like, ugh, I guess you're a real nerd. But that just feels wrong, man. I just want to put this massive bolt in your head. You know, once this gets resolved, I might actually have what it takes to sort out some other problems that I've had over the last few weeks. I might just actually get to a place where I can resolve some other pretty significant problems. That'd be great. I'd love that.
Surrender or die.
We all agree that one of Kyle Katarn's superpowers is just enhanced pain resistance, right? This guy does not care how many bullets you shoot at him. He will stand there and he will take that. Man, I've got to say, I am enamored with how this game works. I love the way the combat flows. Like, I'm actually encouraged to use my weapons. It actually puts, like, an overwhelming number at me and is like, hey, you know all those tools that aren't just shooty-shooty bang-bang guns? Use them. Man, I love it. Even the blaster just stays useful. It just, the game just works. I need to remember this thing can shoot bouncy bullets. Oh, hi there, Astromech. How are you doing? Man, the difference is way too subtle for those enemies. It should be a bit more clear when they're open or not. But I guess that's kind of part of the point. From a distance, it's hard to tell, and that makes sense. That's actually like a really good way to design a robot like that. It's like, oh, well, it's very well defended, but you can't tell. What, really you, the one guy... I've stood off against, like, half a dozen at the least, and you're like, oh, I'm going to be the one who's going to be stop or I'll shoot. Anyway, let's figure this out. Do I detonate my own mines? No. But he will. Idiot. Their bodies are so small. Like, I like this. Their heads are so small and not as clear as the big white helmets that you're encouraged to go for body shots. Something about this game just feels genius. Anyway, we gotta find the escape prisoners button. Why do you have this? Why is it a
but it seems to have gotten the job done.
This feels like a function that no prison should have.
Imperials!
You should have waited for Katarn, man. If you had just waited for Kyle. Yee! Ammo for my bow. Surprisingly, although I'm usually a big fan of bows, not a bow I like. The charge shot doesn't quite do what it needs to, in the alt fire it feels a bit gimmicky, but maybe I'll learn to love it over time. Because I have been using traps for once.
Thanks for getting us out of there, Commander. Doesn't look like we're out of this yet, though. Thought we were home free, but the main doors are locked. We found some weapons in here, but got pinned down in the docking bay. Only the base commander has clearance to access the door controls. If you can locate him and persuade him to open the doors, we might have a chance. We'll hold him off as long as we can, but you better hurry.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, what you gonna do, boy? You have to contend with Mr. Katarn now. This is the point where you give up and you're like, you know what? I had a good run as an Imperial officer. I think I'm gonna take a break. Look at these TIE fighters. This game doesn't have space segments, but it really put in the effort. Hi, Gonk. You're the best boy. The elevator rails are a nice touch. They really make it easier to tell where an elevator is. How do you know to ask for ID? Also, isn't the Imperial Identification Network down, considering the Empire's fallen? That seems like one of those low-priority systems that you kind of want to ditch when you need military intel. Just putting that out there. Although I guess it's very useful to know where civilians are.